My name is Richard Sokl. I'm here today representing SPINNAKER International. We're a British company who manufacture cash protection products specifically for cash in transit, banking, ATM, and retail. We're a technology provider, so our solutions not only increase security, reduce risk, but we also, wherever possible, look to provide cost savings to our customers' business models. The company ourselves, we're an independently owned British company. We have over 100 employees, and we've been making cash protection systems since 1985. To date, we have over 100,000 systems deployed worldwide, everywhere from Canada to Australia, but sadly not yet every country. Technology we manufacture, you've already seen an example of another solution today with Sberbank, but the technology we manufacture is regulated and certified. In this industry, it's because we're looking after value all the time, it's incredibly important that we can prove that we can do what we promise. As you can see here, we have two examples of stain notes. These are from a test house. And from different systems, you can see the levels of staining, both from an iBox and from other products. Different products stain in different ways.
So, regulated products. We have to be able to do what we promise to the customer. The reason we do what we do is that the demand for this type of technology began in Western Europe, and it began in a direct response to robberies. You can see here two examples, one from the Netherlands, one from, I believe, Sweden, when the criminals were very bold, very brave, and they started blowing up vehicles. So at this point, the cash in transit companies, they had a couple of directions they could go. They could improve the armor, they could increase the number of guards, they could provide more weaponry, they could go for police escorts. We've seen different countries using different combinations of these solutions. It's sometimes it works, sometimes it's not always as effective, but the single thing is it's incredibly expensive. If you have more armor on your vehicles, you have a cost there, more guards, another cost, more guns, then there's license, and then there's the human factor as well. Nobody likes to see guns just when money's being moved around. Well, not everywhere. So, the idea was move to technology. So, rather than preventing access, just denying the prize. If you take away the benefit of the robbery, i.e. if you make that money worthless or worthless to the criminal, then there's no benefit in that person taking the risk to get the money in the first place. This is the principle behind cash degradation. If you make that money useless, then why bother stealing it? On the other side of that, we have in many countries, well, in European Central Bank and many other markets, there is now a system of exchange set up and approved with the central banks. So banks, cash in transit, can take stained money that they have legitimately, and they can exchange it for new money, and there's no loss of value. This concept meant that cash degradation and the neutralizing of the value of money became much more relevant to people. And based on that, SPINNAKER went forth and began by offering cash in transit products. And over the years, we've developed different products and different product lines. So within SPINNAKER, we offer a solution for cash in transit. We have retail systems, and we also have ATM systems. All of these systems are in use today in different quantities in different countries, and also the same products can be used in different applications. So within all of this, the reason we can use the same product in a different way is the way that we design the software that controls the interface. It's a technology solution. When we talk about hardware capabilities, we're talking about not only being able to change the standard product, but being able to add additional features. To give you an example, we have several customers who have requested DNA products to be added to their ink, so we can have unique taggants. And this means that if the criminal gets the ink on their hands, then that box, that ink sample, can be linked to a specific box and to a specific robbery, which means that there's an evidence train for the police to pursue a prosecution. We also have the ability of providing remote activation, GPS tracking. There's a large number of additional products that can be added as each customer needs or wants. Very quickly, we have examples of our ATM solutions, which today we have systems for WinCore and NCR, and we're also working on developing a broader solution to basically to serve a larger number of other manufacturers. However, that's not something that's not yet available. For the iBox, this is our core product. I have some examples on the Gamma stand, which I invite you all to come and take a look at after this session. We have simple systems for the collection and delivery. We have deposit-only systems, and we also have cases for the safe and secure transport of our A2M cassettes. The bottom item is you probably recognize the MEI note acceptor. Within that is a product we call R2M. It's relatively new, but it's a deposit-only system which is fully compatible with the MEI SCL acceptors. I've tried to simplify how the products are used. So to this end, we have what we call standalone or exposed cash. So this is when the cash is taken out of the cash center by the guards, but then it's exposed at some point in the cycle. To give you an example for iBox 0, this would be, you would take a box, you would put the money in it inside the armored vehicle, and then you would deliver it to the retailer, or you would make a collection from the retailer. Because the cash is exposed at one point, this is what we call an open solution. It's exposed inside the vehicle. Same product works, and we do this in Austria, and we call this, this is end-to-end. So like exchanging full cassettes, empty cassettes for full cassettes on an ATM, we have the racking system. So the money is prepared in the cash center. You have a vehicle with no armor, but you have maybe 10, 15 boxes inside the vehicle, and it's treated like a courier service. So the packets of cash are moved, but the emphasis is on protecting the cash inside the box rather than using the armor of the vehicle. Other solutions, R2M we saw. RDS is retail deposit system. So the concept behind this is to take a box, and it allows the guard to make multiple collections. The example we normally use is collecting from several tills in a supermarket, or traveling around a shopping mall to collect from a number of different retailers. It enables the guard to collect from each retailer securely without opening the box and exposing ever-increasing quantities of cash. A couple of examples here. I've included this one. This is something we do for a couple of customers. So it's a standard cassette with a WinCore cassette in this case, with some drilled holes, and it fits inside the iBox, so it's possible to provide a level of cross-pavement protection. Also, the customer has the advantage that he can use this box both for cash movements and for pre-prepared cassette movements. RDS, again, this is on the stand, and this is the iBox and the iBox chute system. To use an iBox today, all you need is one of those, one box, and some Dallas tags, which are a small electronic key. A2M, again, you see here the example of the WinCore system, generation 1, NCR, generation 1, generation 2. And this system is purely for protecting cash both inside and outside of the ATM. I won't go into too much detail, simply because it's, there's so much detail to go into. But essentially, for different models of cash replenishment and cash protection and different threats, this solution can be configured to meets majority of all customer requirements. R2M, very simply, it's a standard SCL, works with the SCL cassette. It's a 1200 banknotes capacity, so it's the standard size. Our system does not impact on the capacity of the MEI cassette, and it is also flush with the lines hit with the note acceptor head, meaning that there's no additional space required in the installation. We've been running this in a number of countries now, and we've had some excellent results, and we're starting to take a significantly larger number of orders, which we're very pleased about. All the SPINNAKER systems use a black box recorder. This tracks the last 4,000 events, and with the technician software that we provide to our distribution partners and the technician training program we run, it means that we can push a lot of the capabilities for local support and maintenance onto field partners. So it's extremely rare that we ever need to send anybody out or indeed send products back, because 99 times out of 100, it's possible for our local people to support and maintain our products. And we realize that that will help reduce costs, which is essential for this type of technology. Very briefly, some of the advantages and benefits are, from a safety aspect, we have something called the passive surrender ethos. So if you look at, for example, the UK, where firearms are prohibited, the concept is that if a criminal wants to take the box, the guard is under instructions to let them do so. The box will activate using its own systems of timers and sensors. There is no benefit to the cash, and with the GPS tracking solution, we've so far managed to have an extremely good recovery rates. The advantages of reducing the loss is with a closed cache system, it reduces access both to external theft and to any risk of internal loss that might be there. The recording of the events with the black box and the tracking provides not only an audit trail to see for use in training, but if there is an activation, we can also see what has happened, and more importantly, with a time and date stamp when it's happened, and to see who was using the box, what circumstances it was activated under, and if there's more training required, we can do this. And if we need to provide that evidence to anybody for inquiry, it's freely available. The cost efficiency. Potentially, you can reduce the amount of cash holding quantity basically in your cash operations. And we have seen examples, not everywhere it has to be said, but where people, by using this technology, have been able to reduce their insurance premiums or be able to increase or adapt the amount of money that they can transport across the pavement. So, yeah, to summarize, we offer systems for three main areas of cash: cash in transit, banking, and retail. The systems are not just out of the box. We configure them, we can adapt them to the needs of the customer. They have to be flexible. We don't provide a system that means you have to change everything you do. We try and make our systems work with your current processes and work with the minimum of impact. And at the end of the day, we're not looking to sell something once and then disappear. We look to make long-term partnerships, make sure everybody's happy. It's the easiest way. Well, thank you very much.